All right, today is March 4th, 2026. I want to go over yesterday's price action. I think I saw a potential area, but I wasn't at the market. I wasn't at the charts. Got extremely tired, but I saw this here. It's 10:55, right? 10:55. This was a potential buy right here. Strong volume came in. We had some volume coming in. Price came back, cleared those volume here, right? But held this one here. I was hoping for price to come down to this, but like I said, I wasn't there. Price came close to it, and then volume shot up, and then price went. All right, and then also yesterday, price had a nice little sell-off down here. This is where I was trying to go short at, but this chart and this chart were not synced. This is 937. Let's see where price was at 937 on the other chart. So I think I got my clock working eventually. Hopefully. All right. So there goes that setup, right? That's this one here. All right. So this happened. This is where I wanted to go short at. A lot of volume there, right? So this is 6788, 6774. Right, this price is way up here, and this is way down there, right? A big freaking difference. All right, so like I said, price just wasn't synced up. All right, 13 and a quarter difference. So if I had gotten into that trade, I would have gotten way over here. Stop loss would have been up there. I would have had a 13 or 14 point stop loss. Yes, price did go, but at what cost would it have been as far as my mental stress, right? So I would have to enter at 6774, right? All right, 6793, got a 13 point difference. Now it doesn't want to go. All right, so yeah, right about. Stalled. All right, big difference, right? So yeah, it's a big difference. Either way, I wouldn't have entered this trade. The price eventually drops, right? Crazy drop, right? So 6774, I would have entered here. Maybe would have been able to got that, but based off of this, I would have had to been like just taking the trade, right? And the price does drop lower, and eventually does drop way lower. Now we'll go to 1055. There was my clock. We're looking for the 1055 mark, right? So now 1055 is price synced. Not bad, pretty close, not too much of a big spread. All right. All right, there goes that buy area, 638. Oh man, it's spreading out again. 35. I think somewhere around here I just walked away. I was just like, I can't keep up with this. 4 points. 2, 1. All right, needed to be synced up, like almost identical. 3.5 points. All right, price is pushing up. 39. Okay, now we're syncing up. Bam. All right, now we're basically together. This is good. All right, so now price has, in a sense, met. There we go. All right. Now price is moving as one. Now we'll look for potentials. All right. When did I draw that? Oh, look, I had already drew that. Okay. So right. All right. So I probably would have tried to get into that, but it would have to have made sense. Now here goes the one where price came in at. All right. So looking at this here, we got this here, right? Boom, boom. Area of interest, area of interest, area of interest, right? And we got the low bounce, right? Looking for a bounce. We got a bouncy area, not just looking for the volume to come in. Volume starts to come in right here. You can see volumes coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. All right. These happen quickly. These are like 10 seconds apart. So, all right, bow. All right. Volume comes in. A lot of volume coming in. Price is stopped. Bow. All right. Let's let this one play out. All right. That kind of took some time. So, over in 13. Okay. All right. So this is the buy area. Volume here, volume there, volume there. Volumes coming in. Right. This is where the buys came and buyers stepped up. All right. Buyers cleared all of this. Little sell right here. That's another failed buy. All right. Here, so now we need about 1 more minute. Price is pretty synced. Volumes coming in, still building. Price is not dropping. All right. More volumes coming in. Need to get over 22.3. All right. So it's a five candle right here. All right. Waiting for that volume. So it's a 5 candle. We cleared here, cleared there. Looking like a good opportunity. All right, okay. A lot of volume. Last time buyers stepped in. Okay, buyers like they're ready to go. All right, now it's just getting ready to click the button to buy. There's a lot of volume. All right, price is not below this for all this volume to be here. All right, pause this for a minute. Clear this up. All right, back to it. And you can see that price is just holding. A lot of volume. We're at 3 now, 314. Bam, enter at 67.30, and then so 67.20 something will be a stop loss. 67.30. That's the entry here. Stop loss right down here. Run it. Price goes. Boom. Nice little sell. Here, being cautious, may bring it to 2 to 1, but need this really clear, or hopefully I didn't get too scared. All right, price move, bam, bam. I probably would have moved it to 2 to 1, or right under here. All right, that was probably the best bet because we're still living tails. All right, shit, probably would have got stopped out. That would have fucking sucked, because price. What happened? Okay, it's probably when I got up. I don't know what this is. It's 20. Okay. All right. Because price goes after that up to that level. That would have been it. So I gotta be cautious with how my stop loss and just ride it out because that was a nice move. All right. So that was that yesterday. Let's get into today's charts. Let's do daily first. The hell. Alright, bow bow. Alright, so daily 4 hour back above this, which means that we might be long today. So target down here. I'm gonna clear all of these. 30. Alright, so we're gonna do some house cleaning here. Can go. Can go. Can go. Can go. Can go. Can be moved. Maybe I'll leave it. Alright, and then let's make sure that we're at the lowest one. 678175, 6720. Boom, there we go. Okay. So we're looking at this here, looking at what we can find. I really don't like when price does all of this hemorrhaging. Let's look at the high. It's here. Okay. Maybe something right here. Okay, a lot of volume right here. This one here, yeah. A lot of volume right here. Lots of volume. Mark this area here. It's an area I'd like to see price come back to. Here's the 30-minute level. Alright, price come back here and a bounce. Volume up here has been not the top, just in the middle. Price cleared it. A lot of volume right here, price couldn't clear, and it's also the high. Let's go to 25. Back to 20. Alright, so about nice sell off here. Probably be aiming for down here, but it needs to clear this. Alright, being cautious of 68.30 and settlement price being stoppages. Right, so just riding it to here will be even good. Alright, so that's that level here. Got settlement price. We got just about everything. Let's go to 15-minute time frame. A lot of shit. 5 minutes. Alright. Okay. And then 1 minute if we want to, but there's a lot happening here. Alright, it's like overwhelming. Okay. Let's do the NQ. Day. And something I need to look at also that NQ had that ES didn't, that caused ES to go up, but NQ did not on the That level the other day. Well, it caused ES to go up and NQ touched this right here. All right, this low here at 6. Price came back to an imbalance. That's where we had that strong volume on ES, and it's the same thing, right? Bow, bow, take off. All right, once came back. Oh, yeah, this is 6. Came back to it, took off. All right, something to be mindful of. 1 hour. Let's clear these. Go back to the 4 hour. That's gonna stay. 1 hour. Let's track this over here. Let's get the high. Put it right there. Alright, price is bouncing nicely off of this area here. Alright. Volume right there. This is 150. Let's put you at 200. Let's get clearer. Some clearer levels. Nope. Did not give me anything. I think 150 might be the best result. Let's do 100 real quickly. Too much noise. 150 it is. Alright. So 150 might be the best result. A lot of volume up here that failed. Alright, just gonna mark this area. That's that. Okay. That's that area. Alright, so we're above the high. Let's add settlement price, and then we're gonna keep it moving. Settlement price. About right, and then make it like this. All right, so we got settlement price. Okay. Now let's go to 30 minutes. And most of these, I don't feel like it really matters here. Alright, it's just a lot. I feel like it's a lot of noise. Let's go to VIX. I feel like it's a lot of noise. Like I just feel like it's just a lot of noise. $30 minutes, high and low. High yesterday. One more pull. If you don't show up, delete it. Alright, we got one right here. Okay. I can go. That's low. Alright, so we got that. Let's zoom out. Zoom back in. Feel like this is overstretched. We need 5. Five is acting up. Let's do 3. Oh, never mind. Cancel. Alright, so I don't have anything to work with in any of these situations. Let's go to 3. Like buying is where it's at, so maybe see more downfall on ES and NQ. Okay, I kind of like this little thing right here. Volume, stronger buying, but no volume. Okay, I'm gonna mark this. like that. Okay, got that. Not much here, but just enough to still mark it, because we're actually just here, right? Bam. All right, so that's pretty much it. Not gonna stress out this too much. Let's try 4. Then we'll go back to 2. Hopefully we can get something to work with. Just about done here. Okay. That's pretty much what we got, I guess. That. Okay. All right. That's pretty much it. Let's wait for the market to open, and then we go about that. That's it for now. So we'll see if we're able to catch anything out of this market. ES is at the high, NQ is above the high, and VIX is at the low. So just that. All right, and then we're getting this happening here. Look at our charts. You know, we got a high point, high point, high point, high point, high point. All right, so maybe potential sell-off up here. Maybe, not guaranteed, but maybe potential sell-off. Looking for a nice strong volume and then selling off, because we got a high point here, high, going to the high. All right, so that's the idea for that. So we will see. Other than that, I am out. Adios. Oh, news-wise, I forgot to add news. We do have news. Today's the 4th. We got news. We have 10 a.m. news. And let's see what the 8:15 news did. Was there anything major? Nothing to bat an eye about, I'm hoping. Alright, so not much. Alright, let's add the 10 a.m. news. That's coming up. This is 10, so just take that one. 304. Alright, boom. 304, make it visible, and then we're gonna add it. So we'll wait for that to come up. So we have a 10 o'clock news coming up today. Alright, that's pretty much it. I'll holler at you next time. Later.